make sure you train your chest in an aesthetic way because you want to get rid of that skinny fat chest, that man boob chest. Eventually, when you do lean down, you want to have muscle uncovering everything. A lot of people, they assume when they lean down, they will already have muscle, or just because they've lost fat, they'll look good. Good few years I struggled with this issue, and it's the worst combination too because you don't know what to do. You can't cut because you already don't have any muscle and you're skinny. But if you look at your belly and your midsection, you've probably already got a big pot belly, and you definitely got some man boobs too. I tell you exactly why you have this ugly physique, which a lot of brown guys, including me, used to have. The odds are you are actually fat. If you did a body fat percentage, it would come back around 20, maybe even higher than 20%. For reference, abs become visible around 12%. However, if this is you, you definitely have a high potential for recomposition. A recomposition is where you lose weight and you gain muscle at the same time. I've done this myself in 2021. I lost about 21 pounds of weight, and I gained a lot of muscle, and I got rid of a lot of fat, and I fixed a lot of issues. So just listen to me and listen to what I say in this video and you'll be fine. So the first thing and the most important thing you need to do is get some muscle on your frame. You need to start training properly. Aim for around 10 to 20 sets for your arms, your chest, and your legs. And don't forget to train your abs too. You need to do exercises which basically make your arms look better, which make your chest look better, and make your legs look better. Now, there's different ways of training. And the way I teach is basically aesthetics, which basically means to train to look better. When we talk about training your chest to look better, you want to train your upper chest. For arms, obviously you have to train your biceps and triceps, but I would say put more of a focus on your biceps, because having big arms, and the reason your arms are big because of your biceps compared to, say, you've got big massive arms, and the reason is your triceps are just really big, is there is a big difference in terms of aesthetics, in terms of how your arm looks as well. Next thing is, make sure you train your legs. A lot of brown guys I know, including myself as well, for a very long time, I kind of fell into this trap of not training my legs. I thought it would slow down my progress. I simply could not be bothered. I would see these, not stereotypes, but these little things online about how training your legs is so hard. So even though it wasn't even hard for me at the time, I kind of adopted that view and I stopped doing legs. So make sure you train your legs. The way I do legs and the exercises I do for legs, I usually start with a hack squat, just because it's easy on my knees, on my ankles. If you can very quickly progress on that, I'll do about 3, 4, maybe even 5 sets of hack squats, depending on how my legs are feeling. I'll do some hamstring movement, definitely some kind of RDLs. I'll do more leg extensions. I keep it quite minimal when it comes to legs. My legs are already quite big and quite strong, so I don't really want massive legs, because then getting pants and it's not very practical in general. So I would say make sure you train your chest in an aesthetic way, because you want to get rid of that skinny fat chest, that man boob chest. Eventually, when you do lean down, you want to have muscle uncovering everything. A lot of people, they assume when they lean down, they will already have muscle, or just because they've lost fat, they'll look good. And it's not, 99% of the time, it's not the case, because they haven't been training. If you take a coat of fat off somebody's body, underneath, if they don't have the muscle to show, then they'll just have the standard skinny fat body. So make sure you train all of these things. And when it comes to gaining muscle, protein is something which is essential. If you can't gain muscle if you don't have protein, like, that's literally the building block for muscle. Aim for around 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh around 200 pounds, aim for 200 grams of protein every single day. Or what you can do is aim for 1 gram of protein per centimeter in height. For brown guys, their macronutrient split is very, very bad. It's literally very, very bad, especially when it comes to bodybuilding, because my parents, I can just speak for myself, but a lot of brown guys I know too, which they have told me, their diets, because they eat what their mums made, their diet is predominantly just carbohydrate based, and it's very, very bad for protein. I mean, exactly, for protein. It's very bad for protein. It's very, very bad for bodybuilding. It's very bad for the hormones. So you need to be consuming a lot more protein than you have been consuming, and naturally, because you're consuming more protein, your macronutrient split will be more towards the protein and less for the carbohydrates and the fats. And the next thing you need to do to get rid of, this ugly look is you need to stop consuming seed oils, because seed oils, they will directly contribute to you looking like this. It will directly contribute you get looking like a skinny fat little boy with an ugly physique. And the thing is, it will make you feel horrible too, because seed oils, they disrupt your hormones. They're very calorie dense. They take about 600 days to pass through the body. They lower your testosterone. They'll zap your energy. They're just not very, very good. And the thing is, in the Western world, people have not started, but for around 10, 15, 20, maybe even longer than that, they've started adopting seed oils as in the way they cook their cultural dishes. So if your mom or whoever cooks your food, they cook the cultural dishes in ghee, then it's absolutely fine. And then you just have to make sure that you're getting in your daily protein and you're staying within your caloric allowance. But when you start consuming a lot of seed oil, then it's very calorie dense, it's not very nutritious. And because the food you're consuming is literally anti-nutrients, then you fall into like a health problem. And when your health isn't good, when your health is horrible, you will not lose weight and you just will not be a healthy person. Your skin won't be good. You won't feel good. You probably have some kind of hair loss. Probably have some kind of health and liver disease, because they will make you gain visceral fat, which is the bad fat. It's the fat around the organs. And brown people, just from birth, they did a study between brown people and white people, your white Europeans, even when they were the same weight, even when they were born as a baby, brown babies and brown people in general have a lot of fat around their organs just from birth. So you need to start consuming seed oils, because they will make things way, way, way worse. So the point of action, what you can do is, and what will make a big difference for you, is just keep your calories the same for the moment, but just be more active. Walk more, run more, sprint more. All of these things paired with the increased protein consumption and training will make you look way more leaner, and you will put muscle on at the same time. Now, if you're stuck with this kind of body, right, I'll show you exactly how you can overcome this kind of physique, this kind of rut that you're in. Because I remember when I was suffering with this kind of physique, I always say suffering because you don't know what to do. You don't know if you should cut, you don't know if you should bulk, you don't know if you should train properly, if you should do loads of cardio. And it can be very confusing, it can be very tiring. That's the reason why I created my school community. I'm looking for brown guys who are struggling with a skinny fat body, with a fat body, with just problems that they're having. Because I remember when I used to have this problem, it was just so confusing, because people who give advice online, typically they're like the white guys, the black guys, the Asian guys. There's not anybody that I know of which basically tailors their advice to brown guys. And I thought, you know what, let me create a school community where I help out my people. To be honest, you don't even have to be brown. If you're just someone who's, a young guy, and you're just very confused about what to do, you're suffering with this kind of physique, this kind of lifestyle, don't know what to do, how to train, how to eat, how to sleep, then I teach everything in my school community. Actually, I'm taking on 10 guys every month, or 10 guys a month for the foreseeable future, where basically I take them through a one-to-one coaching program for 3 months, and I basically transform them. And if you're thinking about my school community and how much it costs, it's like $49, which is like £1.20 a day. Now, if you ask someone, would you pay £1.20 a day to transform for the rest of your life and learn loads of things, right? Learn how to eat, how to train, how to sleep, how to cooking videos. You also get monthly coaching and everything else. Everything you need basically to transform is in my school community. So if you're stuck with this kind of body, I urge you to click on the link in the description. And if you don't lose weight within 90 days, I'll give you your money back. No problems, no questions asked.